I would love to go back to the Great Barrier Reef. Can you remember how colourful the corals were, Dave? And the Maldives. We went there on our honeymoon.
Yeah, and the water was so warm. Maddie, you'd love it.
We should go to the snow! Why don't we go to the local travel agent and see if they have any specials? Let's have a look at our photos from when we went. Oh wow! Look at that water! Oh my god, can we please go? Please? Let's go tomorrow and find out more information. Hi and welcome. How can I help you today? Hi, we are just wanting some information for a few places because we want to go on a holiday, but not sure where. First of all, have you used up your travel quota for the year yet? As you know, if you go over your limit, you will have to pay the hefty carbon emissions offset tax, because although we are on our way to renewable energy for planes, we're not quite there, and so there are strict regulations on the little fossil fuels we have left. Well, we took the bullet train to Sydney the other month, but the last we took a big trip was back in 2011. Oh, no worries, domestic trips aren't part of the quota. Do you have any idea where you'd like to go?
Yeah, we've made a little list of places.
Excellent, let's have a look. I know the Great Barrier Reef might be a bit of a push for this time of the year. It was ridiculously busy last time we went. Well, in fact, it's quite the opposite. The Great Barrier Reef is not very popular anymore due to the majority of the corals having undergone terrible bleaching, leaving us with not-so-appealing coral skeletons covered in algae. The biodiversity in these areas is also very dim, seeing as the homes of the colourful marine life used to populate the reefs have been destroyed due to the drastic warming of the oceans. The burst of last-minute tourism in 2020 didn't help either. The water's nice though, as long as you don't look too hard. Oh my gosh, I remember hearing about that, but I did not realise it had gotten that bad. Yes, take a look at this. But it looks so different.
Never mind, guys. How about the Maldives? We went there on our honeymoon. What a paradise.
Do you remember the little island of Kiribati?
Oh my, yes. I heard that it was made completely uninhabitable due to crazy rises in sea levels. I even heard that the intrusion of salt water made the water completely undrinkable. How horrific!
Indeed, and unfortunately, due to the same reasons, people can no longer travel to the Maldives. There is no drinking water, and the island has been plagued by many tropical diseases and natural disasters. I doubt it would look much like it did on your honeymoon. Maybe we should look at Europe. Well, Europe certainly is an option, but you'll be a bit more limited in terms of where you can go. Oh, really? Where can we go? Well, you can still go to these countries, but you will have to go through a very lengthy screening process. What would that entail? You will have to apply a few months in advance, provide all family history, including religion, travel history, financial records, and education background. I know, it is a bit over the top, but after the rising terrorist attacks, which as you know have been so unpredictable and random, that Europe now have to take these drastic measures. Remember last year when that Australian family ended up being the catalyst for the mass suicide bombings which were replicated all around Europe? And for what?
Well, how about the superpower of the world, the US? Everything's always plentiful there.
Maybe a decade ago, but now with the mass migration which has occurred from many countries' populations being turned into climate refugees, there is a relentless battle for resources, and tourism infrastructure has been greatly reduced as resource distribution must now be prioritized to existing and new communities. Well, can we at least go to the snow? Unfortunately, you've just missed ski season. It only really lasts 2 months now, and it is not as enjoyable when the slopes are littered with people trying to get their fill of real snow. Some places still use artificial snow, but it's getting more and more expensive due to the decline in water resources. China is still a very popular tourist destination, but as Australians and allies of the US, I would be wary because, as you know, the rising tensions between the US and China has put Australia in a more vulnerable position, and going to China now is much more strictly regulated for Australian citizens. Go home and think about it, and we'll see you next week. Unfortunately, I won't be here after today as I have been made redundant.
But you're the last travel agent in our area.
Well, with all the new virtual travel agent booking systems, human travel agents aren't needed anymore.
Maybe we should just save for the next 20 years and fly to Mars instead.